Good evening, everybody. This is Kime to Go live stream on a Sunday afternoon or Sunday evening. And today we've got Alex from the Adventures of Blair Review. We've got the Black Cap Cafe Racer Jerry. We've got Steve, the Dorset Rider, and we've got somebody who's disappeared. And we have an echo for some reason. That might be me. I don't know. We'll sort that out in a minute. The echo. But what we're going to do today. Can you hear somebody? Was that you, Nige? What we're going to do today.
No, mine's muted.
Can you hear somebody? Was that you, Nige? What we're going to do today.
No, mine's muted.
Is it me? Can you hear somebody? Is it me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
It was me.
Was it you? Ah, good. As long as you found that out, that's brilliant.
I didn't even know I had the channel opened on another tab, but that's what happened. It was
You're sneaky.
Andy and Steve are in the side chat.
Hello, Andy. Hello, Steve. Welcome to this live stream, the first one for 2025. And yeah, we get there in the end, Steve, one way or another. We're going to. I think I introduced everybody. I think I did anyway. But if I missed anybody, let's. Don't think we did. This week we're going to have a quick chat about videos, what people like in videos, what people find interesting, and what is a good video to put out, and also things like what is the best length of a video. Now, that's another question that I think everybody will have their own sort of solutions or opinions on that. So, hello, Andy, GSA Tractor, welcome to the stream. So I want to try and find out that and see what makes people a bit more successful on YouTube and what makes them get their videos out there. And some of it is obviously the content is a lot better than some content can be. The first thing is content and the subject matter, I guess. What's anybody's opinions on that? Hello, 24, good evening. And Slobo Lobo, hello there.
After a short interlude on a live.
Now, before we go on, carry on there. So, yeah, what do you think is the best content to have on these sort of or percentage of content, motorbike content? Because videos have motorbike content. They also have other content included in there as sort of a side thing. Yeah. And mixture is quite good, I think. Not all one thing at the same time. Do you reckon?
Yeah, well, I can tell you what I really don't like.
What's that?
It's getting really pervasive across a lot of channels. People who get the free kit or the kit to review continually plugging it, and especially when they plug it at the start or in the middle, and they go on. It's fine that they might plug it once, but they keep on doing it because obviously they want to make money out of it. And for me, that's a complete turn off because that's not why I watch motorbike channels. But
yeah, but
so that really is a downer for me.
Yeah, well, so people have to plug some things now and then anyway, because if you're getting a channel, you have to promote the channel to a certain extent, don't you?
Yeah, I'm
maybe
not really
once, probably, or something like that.
I'm not talking like so. These Cardo units that are going about, there's dozens of them, aren't there? They're all over the place.
Oh, they are. Everybody's got them, haven't they? Nice.
Yeah, they're getting and they're obviously get a kickback from every unit that gets sold through a link in their channel, and they just keep doing it. And there's one lad, I'm not going to mention it, but I used to watch him all the time, but now I'm completely turned off to him because he starts the first 2, 3, 4 minutes of his video talking about this stuff, and it's quite clear it's because he's trying to push them, and that for me is a
do you think these people are sponsored, Alex? They're doing that because they're sponsored in some way. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And that I kind of like the channels. Flat Cat Racer, there we go, one marathon, and his mountain videos where he runs through the mountains and doing all that kind of stuff, the different views, the different landscapes, the chat, that's for me is the perfect, right? Because you're doing it for the love of doing it rather than trying to make a living out of it or make money.
Yeah. There's professional people and there's not as professional people, shall we say, amateurs, a bit like me, just starting doing this stuff. Just do it for a laugh, basically, don't you? At the end of the day, you just want a bit of fun. You want a bit of fun on a Sunday afternoon.
Extra Rider put up something up. It's just going up. It said about 10 minutes is the max you can get out of Wiffle Waffle. There you go.
Yeah.
You know.
Thanks for reminding me, Jerry. I forgot to put the comments on here.
Yeah, he does a really good one. He did one today, and I'm not into electric bikes at all, but I watched it and it's very interesting because of what he does and the comments he makes. And he's not a perfect rider, and I kind of enjoy that too. He can get lost.
Twice, not just once.
Yeah.
I don't watch because I knew he'd be here, but I think he got lost on purpose just so he has more fun.
Yeah. Well, it would have been.
It is kind of fun.
Yeah.
And that's what you want. You don't want something that's fully scripted perfectly to the T. You want something with a bit of sort of something going wrong in it or something to make it a little bit more interesting. Do you reckon?
Absolutely. Off the cuff stuff's better. I noticed in the chat here that they're saying that about review channels. I don't mind people reviewing kit because if they're there and produce a video reviewing kit and I've got no interest in it, I would watch it. What came to mind earlier on was that this was a guy going out on his bike, having a run, and before he even started going out on his run, he was pushing one of these cargo units, I think it was, and then he did it at the end or in the middle or whatever. And I'm thinking, and nothing to do with the ride. He was just pumping it. And he had already reviewed it and said, this is great. Here's the links. And to start off your video with that stuff that I mean, just like.
I know. It's just terrible. It's terrible. But it's funny, Joe, you say about that. And I had a bit of a rant on Saddlebags video earlier. And he said he did a video about, with his YouTubing and was it all worth it? And he was saying that his subs now have plateaued. He's got sort of just coming up shy of 4,500 and he seems to be sat there. But I commented on there. I said, well, if you want an influx of lecherous men, just get your 42 double Ds out, wear some skin tight jeans and break down in tears when you bump up a curb because you got so frightened.
Exactly.
Me off.
Yeah,
it's very chauvinist of you, Nige, but
that would be a good way to get more views and make your videos a bit more interesting, I'm sure.
Well, I'll tell you what, if I put on any more weight, I'm on my way to them 42.
No, nobody wants to do that.
Oh, we've got another straggler coming on.
There's Howie.
How are you doing?
Ooh, Howie's lost some weight.
I'm only going to pop on for 10 minutes because I got a few things I need to sort out. So it's just to let you know I'm still alive.
Yeah, thanks for popping in, Howie. Appreciate that.
That's all right, no problems at all.
How you feeling?
Pretty weak at the minute. It's not been great. But, is the mic working all right?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yep, perfect.
I'll just see if I can get this thing to work. Is that all right? Yeah, good. Right, yeah. Oh, you all had a good Christmas and a New Year. So, just to let you know, I'm still alive. And sorry I missed last week's, but I was absolutely rough.
I think there's a lot of people who had flus and colds and things over Christmas and things. It's still going around, I think.
God, yeah, this thing. God, I've lost about 8 pounds in about 6 days.
Wow.
In weight. No appetite, nothing at all. So it's been
not good.
Back to good health. That's the main thing for now. We're talking about that. We're trying to get around a few. Talking about the videos and what can make them a little bit better. What's the best sort of length for a video? What's the best sort of thing you can do to video to make it even better, even short?
You need more women involved with.
We do.
That gets the views, that gets the likes, that gets everything. It's the answer to all our prayers, mate. Honestly, it really is. We really need female intervention, and if we can bring the wives in, it'll be great. I'm joking. I enjoy
I can do the tight trousers bit at the minute because every pair of trousers I got at the minute are tight.
Yeah.
Everybody's like that with Christmas. That's for sure. I am anyway.
God, bloody hell.
Just gonna
carry on.
Yeah, I was just going to bring YouTube up and then mute it, so you might hear a bit of echo. That's all I was going to say. It's just so that I got the YouTube live chat, then mute it. So
we've already had that on anyway. We've had that happen again tonight as well anyway. So that's nothing new.
Who was the guilty party?
Oh, we can't say who the guilty party was.
I think it was our northern contingent.
Yes. Now this is a really good one from Andy, and I think this is probably one very important. Making videos, do what you enjoy or don't bother. Simple, and that's it. If you enjoy doing it and you put it out there, it doesn't matter if 1,000 people watch it or 500 people watch it, as long as you enjoy doing it in the first place.
Yeah, quite right.
Did anybody see Saddlebags video he put up earlier on today? It was
I mentioned it just before you came in.
Yeah, it's kind of quite good actually. I put some up there about me cancelling my and I decided to take it down. But I basically got rid of all my subs in an attack of I've had enough of this kind of attitudes. But he's kind of like hit the nail on the head really. If you, when you do something, just do it because you enjoy doing it, not because you're following a sort of like the algorithm, or you're trying to do likes, or you're trying to get the thing launched. Just do it because you enjoy doing it. It's like the reason you ride. You don't ride to make money. You ride because you enjoy riding a bike. Same thing you should do with content creating. You should do it because you enjoy doing it. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah. So another thing, if you're doing say motorbike videos and content sort of thing, I think it's okay to mix other things in with it, such as I don't know anything like reviews, like some of the videos you do, Nige, where you give the information of, say, the locks, when we went down the locks, the biking is part to get there. You get into somewhere and you're doing a bit of a review and a look around of the actual place that's physically there.
Yeah.
And that makes that makes it more interesting.
If I wasn't so fat, me and Steve could have walked up the hill a bit more and gone up past a few of the locks. But luckily we had the drone, so we sent that up there because that don't get out of breath.
No.
That's what Slowbo Lobo was saying. As soon as you start chasing the algorithm, that's when you start not to enjoy it.
Yeah,
which I suppose is right. But who knows what the algorithm is? Because
it's forever changing, isn't it?
This algorithm, the algorithm that people keep talking about. What is it? Where is it? And what's it doing behind the scenes?
I actually know what it is, Joe. It's 42.
You know what it is.
It's 42 double D.
Yeah, like trousers and a few tears.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, love it.
But yeah,
I actually just film my rides so I can remember them.
Well, that's the whole point of it, isn't it? I'm sure we're going to all get to that stage where you can't remember it. Plus, it's good for your kids, grandkids.
Yeah, because that's
say, look what a bell end your granddad was.
Yeah, that's another thing, guys. What some people do, they have the YouTube channel and they don't publicize the videos. That's another thing. People can have them there just for their family and friends to access and nobody else. So that's another thing you can use YouTube for.
That's what I started as. That's what I did it as to begin with. And then eventually I just started publishing. And who cares whether I watched it or not?
That's a good point by Brian there.
Yeah.
Just because you think it's good.
Exactly.
Doesn't mean everybody else will.
Yeah. I put some real rubbish on. One video I did, it was just, I walked around one of my bikes. I think it was the NT 750, NC 750X I had. I did a walk around it or whatever. They went really, really well. Get loads of reviews, loads of subs from it and everything. You think, I only took about 5 minutes to walk around the bike. Yet when you plan and you do it properly, or you think you've done it properly, it doesn't really work.
I think one of the things that will attract views is how-to videos, if you do it properly.
Oh my God. I do like that.
that, Alex?
I like that comment there, Andy. It's nice. It's endearing.
Don't tell him your name, Pike. Which one's Pike then?
Yeah. Don't panic. Don't panic.
MSP. MSP.
Anyway, who was speaking then? I've forgotten. Sorry for putting him there. But...
What were you saying, Alex?
I'm like Steve. I forgot. It's
yeah. So I think just do as they do. What you want to do. What about length of videos? Is it worth doing a 1 hour video, half an hour video, or just a 15-minute video?
Because I think we should do a live stream like that one, that pub that that Nige put up.
Oh yeah, I know.
I'm addicted to that.
Just you know, someone's front room where they're all just getting absolutely blathered.
Yeah. Well, Slobo Lobo's from up north. I think he's up from that area. He probably has frequented that pub. You never know if he knows where it is.
Possibly, we should do a ride out there.
We should ride up there. It'd be brilliant. It would be brilliant.
Going there for a pie or something like that.
It's addictive. You click onto it because it gets pinged into your feed on your recommendations. I watched it for about 2 minutes. I ended up watching it all blooming last night.
It can't be that addictive, can it? Surely.
Oh, it is. You got to watch it.
In a pub, drinking.
You've got to watch it. It's hysterical. I'm trying to remember what it's called. What's it called, Alex? Cooper's Townhouse, isn't it, or something?
Cooper's Townhouse, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. I've turned it off now, Nige.
I take it you have them over there, do you, Jerry? The old karaoke bars.
I don't go to.
Oh, you don't.
Yeah.
I said they'll be up line dancing, won't they? Oh dear.
So who's had some really successful videos that have been got massive amounts of views? And
I had that one when I changed from the RT to the Kawasaki because it had a clickbait title basically, and all I did was I put, I think the title was just, "Oh God, what have I done now?" And that got 45,000 views in no time, and then just stopped.
But that was a controversial one, though. Do you think controversy is what makes people watch them? But that's a good reason.
Yeah, that was just the one when I changed the bike, though. That was all it was.
I thought that was the insurance one.
Because of the title, but the insurance one did fairly well.
Yeah.
You nearly got sued for that, though.
I did get me letter, didn't I? Me email.
They nearly sent you to court.
Yeah. What about titles? Because Slobo Lobo's got a good thing here. Like I got 6K on shorts called "Bike Go Bang Me Go Her." Now the titles do make a difference, don't they? Just a simple thing like getting the word in right is something that can be a killer, I guess. What do you reckon?
Absolutely. Titles is what draws folk in. And if you don't have the right title, then they'll just skip over it.
Yeah, now there's another good one from Steve Extravari. He's saying that you should really have the longer videos, split them up, and have like a cliffhanger in the middle. Or at each point, so you're leaving them in suspense to see what's going to be happening on the next one.
Bryce said he got 17,000 that when he didn't mean to put the video out.
No. Hey, I wish I had a few of them.
You should do it like you remember when you used to go to the cinema club and they used to leave you at the lurch at the end of it where they're the hero's just about to fall over the cliff. Watch next week for the next thrilling installment of. You should do something like that and then just carry on and then just do another one. So it's like a story each time on your ride. Find out what happens at this junction. Does he get knocked off his Honda? Cut.
That's pretty clever.
And then come back.
Hey, Joe, have you ever had anybody here had a video that's done really pretty good consistently over a year? Just continue. You're surprised that it still gets views.
Yeah, I've got an old one, a really old one, and I've got 47 subs on it, and it keeps getting views all the time, but it's not the best of videos at all. It's not one of my best at all, but I just wonder, it makes you wonder what people why to subscribe to things like that.
My overview of the clusters on NT 1100 still gets views every week, about 50 views a week, and that's over a year old.
It's I think it's what they call it. There's a name for that. The content where evergreen content or something, where it's something that you're, say, showing somebody how to do something like change a wheel, a tire, or brakes working on your car. Yep. Them sort of things, people will always go back to get a bit of information from.
Yeah.
And use them all the time rather than a ride out into the countryside.
I got one that stays up in my top 10, and it's every week. And it's one I did a story about. It's called Hat Man, a guy that was buying a BMW R1100 GS, and he came in for week after week, didn't buy it, but he bought the hat, and eventually did buy the bike. But that one still gets a lot of views for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's probably because it's interesting. It's got like it's like a story, that one, isn't it? Where you're talking through it and you don't know what the end's going to be, really, to be honest, at the end of it, do you?
Yeah. But sometimes it's just surprising what people do watch over and over.
Mm.
A bit like
that
video
I did, and I was slagging off that Drift XL camera that I bought, which was the original one that I had. And it's amazing in the comments how many people have had exactly the same problem. It was working fine. They're going to turn it on one day. It won't even fire up. You can't reset it, reboot it, or do anything. And they've all said the same, that the customer service with Drift when they got onto them was useless. But that still gets views now, that video.
You don't see many Drift cameras these days, do you, though? Nobody's really sort of...
You got two, and you, Steve? Three
at the moment, yeah, but...
And no, Jerry, he didn't buy them off me. He's in the proper crowd now.
Yeah, I've just upgraded. The stepson bought me that for Christmas.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are getting things for Christmas. I know I don't get things like that. People get cardos and cameras and all that sort of thing. I don't get nothing like that.
Exeter Riders mentioned one of my older videos on the Minuteman. He thought it should have been done better, but it was one of those longer ones, it's like 28 minutes or something like that. How the missile was launching out of there. It was kind of scary.
Dave, your videos, Jay, have good stories behind them, don't they? Do you think the story and the line, not just the video, it's the story and the chat that goes with it that makes the difference as well, isn't it?
Well, I don't know. It didn't do very well, but it's one of those stories I wanted to tell because it's 40 years old and I was beginning to forget bits and pieces of it.
Never forget them. That's why it's good we have videos to record them all, isn't it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was just glad I didn't get arrested out of that video, so I'm fine. If I'd put that out in the UK, they'll lock me up.
What about timing for putting videos on? I personally, if I've done a video, I'll do one now. I haven't done a lot recently, but if I did one, I'd just put it on straight away after I've finished it. And some people say it's better to put it on in the morning, the afternoon, or whatever. But
just whack them up. That's all I do. Just if you're in the whack it up, that's it.
That's fine.
Yeah. And do you always have the cameras on when you go out or not? Or do you go out without them?
Who, me?
Or anyone?
I always have the camera on me helmet all the time because that's like more of a security thing more than anything as well. Whatever gets caught is there at the end of the day.
That's what I use the Drift for now, night. I do that one all the time when I'm not recording anything but as a dash cam type of thing.
That's it, yeah. Dash cam type thing.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I do record everything. Although most of it gets put in the bin.
Yeah. We're just reading them.
Let me go back here. We got somebody who's a slow reader. I can't keep going through the comments that quick.
Hey, you talked to somebody who spent 3 years in kindergarten here.
Yeah.
I put my videos out at the same time every week, Joe. on a Friday.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know if it makes any difference whatsoever, but that's just the way that I've got so many of them. So,
well, Joe, put that comment up from Steve, because that's a brilliant point about YouTube with the time.
Timing?
With the timing of putting it on, yeah.
Timing is so important. YouTube will push the video if it gets put on at a peak time. If you don't, it will be slow to start. Then YouTube will think of that now. When's the peak time, though? That's the thing. When is the peak time?
Well, is it peak time as to when your videos are being watched? So if you go and look at your analytics, you'll see a spike when they get watched. Is that maybe what Steve's mentioned?
Yeah, you mean you get like a bar graph display to say when your viewers are online or something like that?
Yeah,
peak time for your viewers.
Monday through Sunday, then it says, you know, what time. Like most of mine are like 9 o'clock in the morning to like 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yep, between 9 and 3. So there's analytics that show when most of your videos happen. So I time my videos for them. So Slow Boy Lobo is putting his in when he's looked at his analytics, I guess. And if he's got a space where his viewers are always watching, it might be 10 o'clock at night or something like that.
Yeah.
He puts it on at that time.
I'm going to, just as an experiment, I'll go and have a look at when mine's is, and I'll change it and see if it makes any difference whatsoever. Probably not for me.
A lot of people say Sunday and Wednesdays are the best days, but I don't know whether that's any truth in that or not.
Yeah,
Wednesdays?
I see a lot of videos coming out from you guys on Sunday at, you know,
the weekend, isn't it?
Well, Sunday morning on your time.
See, told you, Jerry.
What? What'd you tell me? Oh, you got your hat. Hell, I thought you just had a lump on your head, man.
Got me flat cap.
We
were saying last week, wasn't it? I said I spent my life in a flat cap and never wear it on air.
Yeah. But you look more handsome with that on.
More handsome. I'll tell you what, there's too bloody hot in here for that.
Well, this is the hat I got for Christmas. One of these ones. It's a noddy. I don't know what you call them. Benny hat. Does anybody know who Benny
hat is? It
Crossroads.
Crossroads. Yeah, that was a long time ago, wasn't it?
That was like last of the summer wine hat. That's like a compo hat, though, isn't it? Really?
Compo, yeah, that's the one. Yeah,
Compo's my hero.
Yeah, that keeps your head warm. That one for sure.
I think I've watched all 13 years of that show.
Have you?
Last of the wine?
Yeah, actually, I watched it from the videos from 1976 to 2010, I think, when they stopped.
Do you get Wallace and Gromit over there, Jerry, at all?
What's the name of it?
Wallace and Gromit. It's an Almond animation.
No.
Peter Sellers that does not Foggy. What's the other one? Cleggy. The voice of Cleggy. He does a bloke called Wallace on there.
Yeah.
And they've been like playing tribute to the Last of the Summer Wine and Wallace and Gromit, and because he did the voice for the cartoon. So if you get that in the States, it's a classic here in the UK. Wallace and Gromit.
We sometimes get something like Open 24 Hours or something like that. You know, some of the ones are older ones.
Open with Roddy Baker.
Yeah,
that is classic stuff. Classic.
Yeah. I like those. Those are good. But Joe, I don't think we've answered your question. Why do we watch what we watch? Why do we like what we like? You know,
I don't know. There's so many different things involved in it. I don't think there's a question you can have a definitive answer for. I don't think, Jerry.
I don't know.
It's one of those magical, the magical things that just. I don't think there's one particular solution or one particular thing that would make a video work proper. You couldn't sit down. We couldn't sit down with all the brains of all who's on here with all the videos we do, lives and videos we produce, and say we're going to produce a video that's going to go viral. Could you?
I think I know where Nigel would start with. It'd be the 42 double Ds.
Gotta have them. I mean, it's the thumbnail, isn't it? It's the first thing you click on.
Yeah.
That's true. No, I never even thought about thumbnails. That's another thing which to get people hooked in the first place. Without that, then what have you got?
I'm going to start using thumbnails of Exeter Rider and then pass them off as my own videos.
I'm going to use that. I'm going to use that thumbnail and see if it makes any difference. It probably wouldn't make a difference at all.
Pictures of Steve and Exeter Rider with him, you know, down on Painton Seafront and stuff like that. See if that works.
You should change your name as well to Exeter Rides.
Exit Rider or something like that. Yeah.
Well, or take the wrong Exeter Rider when he goes the wrong direction.
I took the wrong X on the M5 Rider. It's gone quiet.
That's gone quiet because I'm trying to.
We waiting for Steve to come in.
That's one thing you don't want on a video. You don't want silent pauses as well. Good point, that. When you make the video, make sure you're talking all the way through it.
Apparently not from my comments I get is the less I talk, the better they like it.
Yeah, accent is a thing as well, isn't it? If you've got an unusual accent or a specific tone in your voice or something, that's probably something that is a bit more a catchy voice or something. Not a woman's voice, of course, but a catchy voice.
Well,
you know what I mean? Does that make a difference?
I think it does. Some of the people I listen to, I really like because of their voice. You know, Saddleback 73's got a really nice voice. Exeter Rider's got a nice voice. The Mist and Flyer talks too fast for me. He talks faster than I can listen. You know, but yeah, I think voice makes a difference.
And pace, as you say, pace. There's pace in there. What we should have to do is make a big list of all these different sort of things that make a difference. And there must be a magic recipe. Do you reckon? Does anybody believe there's a magic recipe to the right?
I think there's a like delivery in your voice when you're getting a point across. I mean, I don't know if Nigel's the same as me. I used to do like lecturing for first aid, and I used to be a resuscitation trainer years ago, and they used to say, like, you know, if you got your voice, you've got to stop and pause for effect and then carry on. So the person, if you don't do CPR, could die. And that's how you sort of go, if you don't do CPR, they're going to die.
That's good, yeah.
Doesn't work, but you got to stop for that pause for, if you don't buy a Honda, you're a nobody. You know, that's
I would say that as amateur video makers, I think you just got to be yourself, be authentic. Yeah. That's the main thing, because if you try to be something you're not, it comes across. I think so anyway.
Yeah, I think who remembers this stuff?
Oh, Karamak, yeah.
Oh. Have you never had a Karamak, Jerry?
No.
Jerry.
Oh, you haven't lived.
What's it look like
It's not really chocolate, Jerry. It's not really chocolate, but it's just as tasty.
Oh, lovely.
Milk bucket is strong and tough and only the.
Well, Howie, was that what got you sick? There was eating one of those.
Yeah, it is quite sickly. It's like sickly caramel chocolate. That's basically what it is.
It's got its own sort of flavour, isn't it? Really, it's quite a unique flavour. That I think.
It's lovely.
How about a video which? Let me see. There must be a bit. What about music and soundtracks to a video? Does that help if you get a nice soundtrack? Because I know who was it?
Music does make a video. I mean, you can just do a recording of just going along a road, and you can totally change the whole mood of what you're looking at in just like, you know, dramatic music. It is part of it, you know. And it has been used quite a lot in filmmaking. You know, it's like those westerns. Like, you know, the da 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 da, and you got John Wayne riding across the prairie with that background sound, makes the whole thing lift. Do you know what I mean? But you could do that with your own riding. I'm sure it's like, you know, with the right music, you can certainly project something. You can make the feel of a video totally different.
Was it the Haggis Whisperer who did a video quite recently? It was the one of all his videos of the 2024. He did a really, really good soundtrack to that.
Yeah.
Did anybody see that?
Yeah, it's a good video.
It makes a difference, Joe. It absolutely does.
It makes a big difference.
And
really
drone videos, if you get the right music with the drone video, you can make it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So it sets the mood. Music sets the mood, I think, if you can get it right. Steve brought
you get the wrong music, it can absolutely kill it, can't it? You know, you don't do the bebop too.
We could get you on the drums, Howie. That would make them all be 100% perfect every single time. And the guitar.
I ain't doing any drums. God, you don't want me on drums. I'll tell you, that is the last thing you want. Last thing. I tell you what, I do have something coming in the new year. I've got a synthesizer that I'm going to be starting to use, which connects to the guitar, so I can get lots of very, very sort of Pink. I'm looking to get sort of like Pink Floydy kind of sounds, but because I can't play keyboard, I need to play this stuff for a guitar. So it's this pedal that I'm going to get, and it's what you can do with it is bloody phenomenal.
Haven't you got enough pedals under your desk? I've seen your
pedals. They're all above the desk now. They're all over here. I'll show you. They're all over here now. This is where they all are. So I haven't got anything under the desk. I found that I was stubbing my toe on it and kicking it, and when I needed to change any of the presets on it, it was just a pain in the neck, bending down, trying to alter the knobs and everything. So everything is all up here now on the side, and the pedal is going to fit there, and it's all going to be. It's just going to come. It'll all come together in the spring. Don't worry about it. I'll be doing lots and lots of weird sort of, you know, Pink Floyd. Here I come.
You do a few videos, Harry.
You make music, though. I mean, you know, for me, all the music I like, you know, was made before most of the people were born. So there you go.
How old are you, Jerry, by the way?
Well, I'm safely over 70.
No, really? How old are you?
Go on. No. If you can't tell us your age, just tell us how much you weigh.
How much I weigh?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
very,
I
very
weigh
light.
170 pounds.
All right. So how old are you then?
We've no idea what that means.
I'm less than that.
I'm 65 this year, so I'm creeping up.
Kids.
I bloody feel it as well, I'll tell you.
Do you realise, Jerry, I am twice your weight? Twice.
You're not twice my weight.
It's twice the man you are, Jerry.
That brings on another. There's another thing about videos as well. What people look like and the impression that people give.
Yeah.
Do how can I put this? Do larger people, depends on what way they're larger, do more videos than one who's narrower, skinnier, or anything like that, or taller or shorter? No, does that make a difference?
Not to me, it doesn't.
No, not to me either. It doesn't. It's more about the personality of the people or what the subject matter happens to be. That's what works for me. I like folk running about on motorbikes, foreign lands, adventures. There's a lad, I can't remember his name. He's in Thailand, I think, at the moment, and it's just brilliant.
Is he riding around Thailand on a bike or something? Are you riding around Thailand on a bike?
Yeah, on a Royal Enfield. I'll try and find his name. Joe something. Joe Ryan, maybe.
Repost the message. It's Slobo. Don't know why that is. Whatever it was.
I can see the message, but I don't know who's.
Did it have any abusive content in it? Because the filters will probably picked it out and deleted it if it's got something on it. But repost it and see what happens. I've never heard that before.
No, I've never seen it do that before.
Piggy biker. No, I don't know why it says deleted message. My comment was deleted. Now there's something interesting. Never seen that before.
No.
Did it? I didn't delete it. Did anybody here delete it?
Yeah.
I bet if you made a video with that thumbnail and that title, you'd get millions of views.
What's that? What?
My comment was deleted.
My comment was deleted. I'll make a short out of that.
We'll see 6 of those up pretty soon, right?
Let me see. Name of the song. It shouldn't be. You should be able to write a name of the song. No problem.
Bryce said he pressed hide.
Was hidden by the Peaky Biker.
Who said that?
It says underneath the message on Slobo Lobos was hidden by the Peaky Biker.
Where does it say?
View deleted message. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, I made a write out video. Right, I'm going to copy that. There you go.
Ask me to hide it.
Copy that.
What I want to know, Slobo, is did you really mean to go live earlier?
It was a dark screen.
Yeah, I want to know whether he meant to do it or whether it was a slip of the thumb or something.
Yeah, because I clicked on the video from Slobo Lobo's video. It said the stream there and everything, and then when I clicked on it, all I got was the video had been deleted. So
it was dark when he first came on. It was just black screen.
It was just black, wasn't it? It's just black screen, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's got Slow Lobo's got an interesting pace that's I found interesting to listen to. You know.
Yeah, that would probably go. What about live streams and videos? Which ones do you think are the best? Like I find that the live streams are basically, in my opinion, just a way to connect with the people who watch your channel, because they don't get many views after they physically aired. Well, mine don't anyway. Some people's might, but mine virtually die a death once they the next day. You don't get anything for the next 20 years.
This one is undoubtedly the best live stream that I've ever been on.
Well, I would say that as well, Howie, but I think a lot of people probably wouldn't say that.
Without any shadow of a doubt, it is the best. I mean, Sunday nights.
It helps me. I like to go to the live streams because you get to know more about the people that are putting out the videos.
Yeah,
you can see more of them and see what they, how they are not on the video. Because some people are very produced on their videos. They don't make mistakes. They everything's just perfect. But you get them on live stream, it's a little bit different story.
What I would say in my case is that I keep it family friendly when I make videos, so it's not like cracking jokes or 42 double Ds or any of these things,
There's a lot to be said for them 42 double Ds.
Yeah.
I'm going to do an AI picture with a 42 double D and use it as my thumbnail and see what happens. They sponsored by Adventures of Bleary View or something like that. And,
I'm going to do my next video in me speedos and have a camera set up behind me.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Have we ever had views in the negatives?
Yeah. As long as you post,
I should do
a positive.
as long as you post it on somebody else's channel first, because you want them to get the strike and not yourself.
Hey,
you don't want to get the strike.
Nige, you post it up. I guarantee you, I'll show it a few times on my videos. I got one of the guys that's on my channel. If you don't watch it, his name's Mr. Bill. I call him Mr. Bill, and he does his little, when he wins something, he does his little happy dance. I've been putting it on about 3 or 4 videos a year. It's really funny.
Is he going to get that? Guzzy?
He's not. He doesn't know. Mr. Bill's one of those guys that just I never know what he's going to do or when he's going to do it. He's really kind of a funny guy to hang out with. But
Mr. Bill's a proper engineer, isn't he?
Huh?
Mr. Bill is an engineer, isn't he, by trade? Isn't he? I think
he
does a good job
for trade.
He's a what? Sorry.
He's a truck driver by trade.
Oh, is he? Because he does a good job on it. He's very particular.
He is. He's very particular, but he's really good about doing maintenance and stuff like that. But you gotta, you know, for what would take you 5 minutes, it's going to take him like 35.
Yeah.
You have to be patient.
Well, I remember when he was stripping down the engine on that the rocket, and he was taking the pistons in and out and minutely measuring them and everything else. It was absolutely.
He checked
what he was doing.
He's doing this on his Rocket 3. He tore down his Rocket 3 because he couldn't beat me at the drag strip. He spent $7,000 on this Rocket 3 so he could beat my Thruxton at the drag strip. And it took him 1.5 years to do it. And I was over there with him, helping him, maybe not helping him so much. I might have been misbehaving some, but I think every time he would do something, he'd put oil in, He probably put 4 quarts of oil in, just lubing the pieces up,
Do you ever get that, Jerry? Because I see you guys when you're doing all your speed stuff and the salt flats, you're all mucking in and helping each other out. Has there been a point where you've helped somebody else out, and lend them this or help them do that or given them a part for their engine, and then they've gone and beaten you, and you thought, damn.
Nah, not really. Nah. I mean, when you get out there, it's a kind of a crapshoot. When you get out there, you might bust your butt. You don't ever know. So yeah, I've seen people have their bikes fall off the trailers. You never know. You'd help people out. They come from France or something, and they don't know all the rules. So when they get out there, they ship their bike. It took a month to get over there, thousands and thousands of dollars, and they can't get their tech because they're missing a part or something like that. So you got to help those guys out.
It's called friendly competition, isn't it?
Yeah.
As long as they don't win. As long as they don't win.
Yeah. You don't put like sugar in the tank or anything like that, just to sort of stir them up a little bit.
I've got 13 years of losing out there. I don't. It didn't bother me.
How about, well, if we're talking about videos and helping people as well, what about the difference it makes if you've got like a sidekick? Let's say you've got a person such as myself here, and I have a sidekick here, and you can have a conversation between the two to make a video better rather than just having one person chatting away to themselves to a camera.
I agree with you, Joe. I think that in some of the stuff that I watch, when there's conversations going on, I find that far more entertaining because you've got like a interaction and a banter going on between two people. I think that kind of like makes. There's a couple of guys down in Cornwall that I think it's called something like Manx S1000 or something like that. I'll find the channel. So the banter that these two guys come out with is absolutely phenomenal, and they're just taking the mick out of each other all the time.
Yeah.
And I think that works. I think it really does work when you've got a little bit of sort of like ongoing chat going on.
Well, Andy's got a similar comment there, using as what Alex said before, wives as a sidekick. There's a good one there.
I'll post up the link if I find them. Hang on.
It doesn't have to be your wife, Joe. It could be any wife.
It could be anybody. Exactly. Yes. Now that's another point as well. I'm not going to go down that road. It could be. Oh dear. So yeah, there's many things that make videos work or don't work, and I think at the end of the day, there's not one that's going to make one video better or worse than another. It's just down to luck, basically. Do you reckon? After you've done all the work like that, the rest of it's down to a bit of luck.
I don't know. Yeah. I see some guys that you can tell that they've really prepared. They're like letter perfect. They show you things in the right order. And I kind of get jealous of that because I'm kind of a one-take guy, I just kind of go out there and do it. So you'll see that in one of my videos coming up that, I just go out there, I start filming it, and whether it's going to work out or not, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Usually it doesn't.
Yeah. Steve's just hit on a good point. Going out with other YouTubes is always fun.
Yeah. I like watching those.
Yeah. If you're going out with, say, a ride where you're doing a one ride video where you're going out on your own, better to have 2 people riding or even 3. And even better if you've got sound comms between all 3 riders, which I know I think you do that now, don't you? With
if you got Tom who can do 31 people, that's even better then.
If that works, of course.
I can't wait for that update to come out just to give it a go. See if we can get 31 people to start talking all at the same time.
Oh, no.
Yeah, but it's like people like, you know, when you go past them, say, "Oh, don't nod your wanker," and then they don't. I beg your pardon. Oh, sorry.
Or people that drive right through your very small village, Howie, and don't even come in.
Yeah, they don't even wave as they go past them.
Terrible.
That's
on a GS.
Yeah, and I think Nige, you've got something there. Is meeting others through YouTube. Now that's probably got to be a big one as well, because if you meet people and get involved in their lives, and you're meeting new friends and people who you've never met before. First of all, you chat to them on the lives or the videos and things, and then you get to meet the people and visit them and get to know them a little bit more. Like
it's a free cup of tea. A free cup of tea is what I'm after. That's all I want from my YouTube mates.
Yeah. Right. I know we've got like a community type, getting a community together between people, because I know that Nottingham, Virginia, who's in the side chat, he does a really good live, and he's got a really big following of lots of people, and he does regular community chats where they've got everybody on the channel, and he does coffee catch-ups and things like that, and that's, to me, that's really, really interesting as well. You get to learn a lot. And what happens with them, they go out and meet each other on rides out rather than just being on YouTube. So that's another good point. It's not just the YouTube's videos, it's the people you meet and the friends you make making the video.
I think there's a lot to be said for it. I mean, I years ago when I first went out on a ride with some guys around here, we all went down to Western Seafront, sat on the front of the seafront down there, all having an ice cream. And this guy said, "You don't get this with car drivers, do you? You don't get like a load of car drivers all getting up, following each other all over the countryside, driving up through Cheddar Gorge, coming down here, buying a cup of coffee and an ice cream, sitting here, all having a good chat, eating an ice cream." He said, "It just doesn't happen. It's only with bikers and maybe cyclists do it or walkers do it, but it's kind of like a rare breed, isn't it, really, when you think about it, that we do that kind of thing."
Yeah. See, when I was away on tour, and it happened last year as well, year before last, 23, and the amount of people who spoke to you that were on motorbikes, the only 2 days that I never chatted to anyone was the 2 days I had rest days and I went into town without the bike. Every other day, I was on the bike, and you always got a chat with someone, and it was all nationalities. Dutch, German, Danes, the whole lot. Finnish, met a Finnish guy. So absolutely, Howie, it's a good old world.
It is. It's a bit like if a car driver stopped. Normally, people will just drive past a car, but if a motorbike stops or a push bike stops, a motorcyclist will stop and help the other one out. Well, I would say nine times out of 10, I would anyway.
Well, unless you're riding a GS, right? And you just keep on going.
I go straight
on going. Don't even nod as you go.
Don't even wave. Don't even wave.
Luckily, GSs don't break down.
Oh, you got to do a video on that.
You're going to be in trouble now.
I like that one, Nige.
Just Steve, the next time we go out, you'll be giving me a backy back home, I reckon.
Oh, I don't know. Anyway, it's been a really wonderful, nearly an hour, and I think I'm going to very shortly wind this down. Now, have we come to a conclusion? Have I come to a conclusion whether there's a secret recipe for a good video? And I have to say, I'm more confused now than I was when I started, because I haven't got a clue. But we've come up with a few suggestions, and some are better than others. But I think you should mix it all together, do what you like doing, and as long as you keep enjoying it, then keep putting the stuff out there, and you'll get all the motor vloggers and people like ourselves who enjoy watching the content. And that's what I would say. Continue doing what you're doing.
Just on that as well, I think Steve Extra Rider hit on a really valid point as well. Was on one of his videos a while ago, and he said that I think gone are the days where people like us would just sit there and watch a video just of a bike riding down the road. I think if you've got more off the bike stuff as well, or even talking to camera, that helps.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, it's not just a bike. They want to learn about. They want to go out and they want to. When they watch a video, they want to learn something about something or other. They don't want to just see a ride down the road. They want to say ride down the road and talk about how you changed the back wheel on it or something like that, or put new, I don't know, new light on it, or something like that. See these things happening, but
I don't know. You got to do what, like you said, Alex was talking about. You got to do what you feel like doing. You know, that's not. When I get on a bike, sometimes I don't know what I'm going to do when I'm out there. So sometimes I don't say anything. You know, I just ride.
Yeah. So how can we end this? Can we say that when you're making a video, the first and most important thing is do it because you enjoy it. Would everybody agree with that or not?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to be able to enjoy it doing what you're doing. You don't want to do it if you're not enjoying doing it, unless you're doing it for money and you have to do it, basically. Yeah. 90% of people are doing it to just have a bit of fun at the end of the day.
I do it because I got nowhere else to go.
Oh, Howie. Oh, Howie.
Well, I'm impressed, Howie, because you said you popped in for 10 minutes and you've lasted the whole course of the bloody live
Exactly.
We are honored to pass out.
We are honored, Howie.
I decided that my priority was to be with you guys.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I love you.
And that's why that makes a good video.
All those subs and everything and the sponsorship and everything like that, just to know that I've made one other YouTuber happy.
Brilliant. You're all brilliant. And all the people in the side chat are brilliant. I really do appreciate all of you for coming in.
They make me smile.
Tune in next week because I'll have me 42 double D titty.
Oh, no.
This is going to be
comedy breasts. We should get some comedy breasts like Blackadder.
It'll certainly get me numbers up, probably. I guess. I don't know. As long as they're not hairy.
They are very hairy. Yeah, that's the only place that I've got. Not a lot up here, so I say they're hairy, but they're all grey.
You got to wrap this up, Joe. Quick, you got to wrap it up.
Anyway, guys, I'm going to round it up. I would go through all the people in the side chat, but there's too many there this stream to do. I'll put all the links up as many as I can while I've been going through. And if I missed anybody there, next time we have a live, give us a shout. I'll put your links on there. And if we're doing any lives in the future, if anybody wants to put their own link up there, just put it in the side chat. It saves me doing it, and that should be, it'll help me out. So have a wonderful week, everybody. This is the end of the first stream of 2025, and I'm looking forward to do a lot more and a lot more videos, so stay tuned. Thank you, Alex from the Adventure Blurry View, Jerry from the Flat Cap Cafe Racer, Howie from Howie 702, Nige from Todge29, and the Dorset Rider as well. Pardon?
He's changed his name, 42 Double D.
Yes.
Let's see. Who has?
I like that one better, actually.
Yeah.
Hey, good channel name, 42 Double D.
Anyway, thank you very much, everybody. We'll catch you in the next one.
Bye, everyone.
Cheers, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye for now.
And there was 4.
4 left, yeah. Oh,